Choosing the right moisturizer for your skin type is the key to maintaining a healthy, hydrated, and youthful complexion. But with thousands, literally thousands of different moisturizers on the market, how do you know which one is actually right for you? In this video, I'll make it easy. Let's break down the best moisturizers for every skin type: dry, oily, combination, normal, acne-prone, and sensitive skin, and list 3 options for each one of those so you can choose the one that will benefit your skin type the most. Also, real quick guys, before we get started, it would mean the world to me if you hit the thumbs up button down below, and if you enjoy the content, turn the bell on to stay up to date with new weekly videos. Also, if you know someone who needs a moisturizer, send them this video, and if you haven't watched the best cleanser for each skin type video, check that one out after this video. You might think that any moisturizer will work, but using the wrong one can actually make your skin worse. If you have dry skin and use a lightweight gel moisturizer, your skin might still feel tight and flaky. On the other hand, if you have oily skin and use a thick cream, it could clog pores and lead to breakouts. Remember, the right moisturizer should strengthen your skin barrier, prevent water loss, and balance oil production. This is how you get glowy and healthy skin, aka glass skin, or some call dolphin skin. The term glass skin or dolphin skin is just skin that is clear, glowy, luminous, plump, and evenly toned. And the way to achieve that is with a healthy skin barrier, which is where it all starts. And sometimes guys, the right moisturizer can get you to a healthy skin barrier, or if you had one in the past, it can help you restore it. Now let's break down the best moisturizers for every skin type so you can start improving your skin barrier today. And for full disclosure, all the products I'll mention will be affiliate links provided down below in the description box of this video. You don't have to go with them, but doing so greatly helps out the channel and lets me bring more content like this for you guys. Let's start with dry skin. The best type of moisturizer for dry skin is a thick cream or balm, like occlusives like shea butter, ceramides, and squalane. Notice how we didn't say lotion. Lotions are not as effective as thick creams because the high water content in lotions can evaporate quickly, leaving the skin feeling even drier, especially if you live in a dry and cold environment. And the ideal time to apply it is right after your shower. For truly dry skin with a compromised barrier, you need occlusives. Because to occlude the skin means to close up or block moisture loss. And the way occlusives work is that they form a layer that effectively locks in moisture and slows down the evaporation of water from the outermost layer of the skin. This is what your dry skin actually needs. And in some people with dry skin, the skin barrier is so compromised, so it does a poor job of retaining moisture on its own, which means occlusives that are fragrance-free are really the best way to go here. So what are some of my favorite options? Number 1, the ETUDE SoonJung 2X Barrier Intensive Cream, which is a pH balanced and super clean one. Number 2, the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream, not the lotion, which is going to already be rich in ceramides. And number 3, the LRP Cicaplast B5, which we've discussed in depth in this video. All these will do a tremendous job for dry skin. Let's move on to oily skin now. If you have oily skin, your goal should be to hydrate the skin without making it greasy, right? It may seem counterintuitive, but oily skin needs plenty of moisture in order to restore balance. The thing is, oily skin produces excess sebum, so you think to yourself, why would I need a moisturizer? For some, this can lead to clogged pores and breakouts if you use the wrong moisturizer with oily skin. This could explain why a lot of moisturizers have been backfiring on you. Too much sebum plus too much grease. So to get around this issue, definitely choose one that is lightweight gel or water-based formula, non-comedogenic, formulated for oily skin, with or without niacinamide is okay. 3 of my favorite ones here are going to obviously be the CeraVe Oil Control Moisturizing Gel Cream, which is designed to rebalance oily skin. Number 2, the LRP Toleriane Double Repair Matte Face Moisturizer, which claims to start repairing the skin barrier within an hour. And number 3, Paula's Choice Invisible Finish, because it goes on so smoothly and it feels like nothing is on your face. A bonus tip is to opt for using mineral/hybrid sunscreens because they help absorb some of the excess sebum and sweat versus chemical sunscreens, which can sometimes make you look a little extra oily. Let's move on to combination skin now. Combination skin is tricky because you have both dry and oily areas, usually an oily T-zone with dry patches on the cheeks. The best type of moisturizer for combination skin is something lightweight with balancing ingredients like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides. But if you break out with hyaluronic acid, then maybe it's best to avoid ones that contain it. I made a video on why hyaluronic acid ingredients suck for some folks, which I highly recommend you to watch if you're curious about it. The thing is, If you only use products that absorb oils, you can end up with tight, dry, and irritated skin in some areas. But if you solely focus on moisturizing the skin, you risk making your T-zone extra oily. That's why it's important to strike a balance and find the best products for both needs. But this doesn't always mean you have to use 2 moisturizers. You technically can, one for oily skin in the T-zone and one for dry skin on the cheeks. But if you wanted to just stick with one, I would go for the Inkey List Omega Water Cream, since it contains 5% glycerin and 3% betaine, which helps the skin to adapt the moisture loss while rebalancing hydration levels. Number 2, the Tatcha, the water cream, which people with oily skin and dry skin love and can both use. Just remember, a little goes a long way with this one. And number 3, Neutrogena is the Hydro Boost Moisturizer. I think there's about 3 or 4 iterations of this moisturizer. I know it can be confusing, but I'll clarify it here. The Legacy Water Gel has a light gel texture and is recommended for oily to normal skin. The gel cream has a slightly thicker texture for normal to dry skin, and the water cream has an even thicker and more nourishing texture for dry to extra dry skin. All 3 formulas contain hyaluronic acid, FYI, and some formulations have fragrance, so make sure the one you go with says fragrance free. It usually will tell you on the front of the box, but the gel cream and water cream contain additional ingredients such as lipids and ceramides for even deeper hydration, which I really like. So if you got combo skin, stick with the gel cream. It's more balanced and the texture will still hydrate the skin areas without feeling heavy on the oily areas. Now let's move on to normal skin type, which is what I personally have going on at the moment. If you have normal skin, your skin is naturally balanced, not too oily and not too dry, just right. So something like a lightweight lotion or cream with hydrating and nourishing ingredients is going to work the best. It really does come down to what you like and can stay consistent with. The ones for combination skin that I mentioned can also be used here, but I personally right now I'm using the Dynasty Cream by Beauty of Joseon, since it's been super effective for me, which by the way you can check out my skincare routine. That's been working for me in this video if you were curious to see what I use every day. Let's now move on to acne-prone skin. For acne-prone skin, the first place to start is to identify the cause of your acne. Is it cystic, fungal, hormonal, or nodular? Once you have a treatment plan for it, you need to get hydration without clogging the pores. Many people with acne skip the moisturizer, but this can actually make breakouts worse. So the trick is you want to look for a non-comedogenic, oil-free moisturizer with soothing, and keyword here, you want anti-inflammatory ingredients in the moisturizer. If you have acne-prone skin, centilla, licorice root, aloe vera, and green tea are great examples. Some of my favorites are the Paula's Choice Clear Oil-Free Moisturizer, the Caudalie Vinopure, and the COSRX Cica Cream Intense, which will work wonders if you have redness. Last up is going to be sensitive skin. If you have sensitive skin, you know very well how tricky it can be to find a moisturizer that hydrates without causing irritation. This is because sensitive skin is more prone to redness, burning, and reactions due to a weakened skin barrier. What you're going to need is obviously something fragrance-free and hypoallergenic, basically a cream with soothing and barrier repairing ingredients. Centella, your colloidal oatmeals, squalane. Some of my favorites are going to actually be Pyunkang Yule Calming Moisturizer Barrier Cream, which is amazing if you also have large pores. The second one is going to be the Avène Cicalfate Restorative Protective Cream, which uses a copper zinc sulfate complex that does wonders for the skin. And thirdly, this is one that if you have ultra sensitive skin and prone to a lot of allergies and breakouts, even redness and itching after trying so many products, then go with the LRP Toleriane Dermallergo Ultra Soothing Repair Face Moisturizer. And there you have it, guys. Those are my top 3 picks for each skin type. By choosing the right moisturizer, remember this: you'll help keep your skin healthy, glowing, and well hydrated all year round. Yes, it might take some trial and error, but it is worth it to find a moisturizer that your skin accepts and tolerates well so you can reap its maximum benefits. My question for you is, have you tried any of these products? What was your experience like with them? Comment it down below, and if you found this video useful, click this one here that's all about the best cleansers for each skin type. And I'll see you guys on the next one.